A restaurant table is supposed to host a meal, not a stunt. In early 2025, a video of two teens urinating into a hot pot went viral across China. The internet raged. The courts answered.
This is Obrixen. I'm Luna.
I'm Jasper. If careful, source-driven storytelling matters to you, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell. It helps responsible coverage rise above noise.
Today, Haidilao Xiaobianmen, Haidilao Urination Gate. We'll map the timeline, the law, the brand fallout, and the civil judgment.
Ground rules. No sensationalism, no graphic replays, no naming minors. We will attribute reports in line using original Chinese outlet names with brief English glosses.
Let's lay the timeline precisely.
Incident: 2025-02-24. Pre-dawn. Multiple Chinese outlets recount that two 17-year-old males booked a private room at a Haidilao location and, after dining, climbed onto the table and urinated into the hot pot, recording each other. Source: Xinlang Caijing, Sina Finance, Chinese business/news portal. Summarized the Anqing Huigu case recap with the date 2025 年2月24日凌晨, early morning, February 24th, 2025, and the ages. It also references subsequent police action and court proceedings.
Police response: 2025-03, public notice window. Shanghai Huangpu Jingfang Tongbao. Shanghai Huangpu Police Bulletin. Official public security notice. Announced administrative detention for the two 17-year-olds under public order violations, as reported in Chinese media digests. Note: administrative julio/administrative detention is a non-criminal sanction under the Public Security Administrative Punishments Law, often applied to minors for disorderly conduct when prosecutors do not pursue a criminal case.
Viral spread and national debate, March 2025. Clips of the act, captioned Haidilao Xiaobianmen, Urination Gate, ricocheted across platforms. Some early social posts mislocated the event, for example, Kunming, capital of Yunnan province, but police handling and subsequent civil litigation were associated with Shanghai coverage. Media stressed hygiene panic, food safety, and brand trust. Cross-reference: Meiti Huicaps in Xinlang Caijing, Sina Finance, and Hangzhou Wang clarified the incident date and the minors' penalties. Brand posture, late Feb to March 2025. Jie Shoumeng, company statements from Haidilao, national hotpot chain, pledged full sanitation, internal audits, and cooperation with authorities. Chinese reports indicated remediation and legal action against responsible parties. Note: this is the typical 先消毒再追责, sanitize first, then pursue accountability pattern in Chinese F&B crises. Civil litigation, 2025 Q2 to Q3. Haidilao filed a civil tort claim for reputational and business losses against the minors' legal guardians, invoking China's civil code provisions on guardian liability for minors' torts. Legal concept: 监护人责任, guardian liability, assigns civil responsibility to parents or guardians when minors commit intentional or grossly negligent torts causing loss. First instance judgment, 2025-09-12. 一审判决, first instance judgment, orders the parents of the two 17-year-olds to pay Chong 220 Yuan, pay 2.2 million yuan, in damages to Haidilao for economic and reputational losses. Source: Xinlang Caijing, Sina Finance, and Hangzhou Wang, hangzhou.com.cn, reported Haidilao Xiaobianmen 相关纠纷案一审宣判, 赔偿220万元. Haidilao Urination Gate related dispute, first instance ruling, 2.2 million yuan compensation. English coverage: The Standard, Hong Kong, summarized parental accountability. Global Times provided a dollar equivalent, approximately $300,000.
What the numbers mean. 2.2 million yuan is an aggregate civil award, not a criminal fine. It reflects demonstrable losses, short-term closures, refunds, decontamination, reputational harm metrics, and reasonable costs. The defendants are the guardians, because the perpetrators are minors.
The law in play. 治安管理处罚法, Public Security Administrative Punishments Law, Public Order Law. Basis for administrations of the teens. 民法典侵权责任编, Civil Code, Tort Liability. Basis for Guardian Civil Liability. 食品安全法, Food Safety Law, Food Safety. Informs regulatory posture. Here, civil, not criminal, dominated.
Process. Step by step. Best practice mirrored in reporting. 1. 店内处置, on-site response. Staff halted service, contained the table, and initiated sanitation protocols. Standard F&B hazard response. 2. 取证, evidence collection. Surveillance, staff statements, and the perpetrator's own recordings. Police docketed the case. 3. Administrative 处罚, administrative penalties. Short detention windows for minors. Admonitions recorded. 4. 民事诉讼, civil suit. Plaintiff, Haidilao, quantified losses. Court assessed causation and proportionality. 5. 判决, judgment. First instance award. Defendants retain appeal rights. 二审, second instance.
The human context. Ethically framed, no names. The teens. 17 years old. Intoxicated bravado escalating into performative misconduct for the camera. They now carry a de facto digital record that will shadow early adult life. The guardians. Civil defendants under 监护人责任. Likely middle-income families now facing a life-altering financial burden and social scrutiny. The staff. Frontline workers thrust into crisis management, then into depositions. The diners. Customers who must decide if a brand's hygiene and accountability measures rebuild trust.
Brand risk and crisis choreography in China. Huqing, online sentiment spikes. Platforms accelerate 企业合规, company compliance drives swift remediation, third-party sanitation, and public apologies. 诉讼, litigation seeks cost recovery and deterrence. 监管, regulations may spot inspect chains, reinforcing sector-wide standards.
Why administrative, not criminal? Prosecutors weigh intent, harm, scale, and statutory thresholds. Urinating into a broth is a public order and sanitation breach. Absent widespread poisoning or targeted extortion, criminal food safety charges are unlikely. With minors, proportionality and 教育为主, education first, weigh heavily.
Clarifying geography. Some early posts tagged Kunming, Yunnan capital. Official police notices and the civil case coverage centered on Shanghai. This is a familiar pattern. Rumor geography diverges until an official Tongbao bulletin anchors the record.
Lessons for operators. 3 lines defense. Camera coverage, rapid contamination protocol, and immediate police liaison. Preserve chain of custody. Sealed samples, staff logs, time-stamped footage. The evidence that wins court. Communicate with dignity. Protect minors' identities while naming the breach and the fix.
Lessons for families and schools. 未成年人网络素养, minor digital literacy. The difference between private joke, criminal and administrative exposure, and lifetime searchability. 监护责任, guardian duty. If a teen's conduct causes civil loss, guardians pay. Prevention is cheaper than damages.
For patrons, trust is rebuilt with transparency. Incident logs, sanitation certificates, and consistent enforcement make abstract promises tangible.
Summation. Verified frame. 2025-02-24. Early morning. Act recorded in a Haidilao private room. Source: Xinlong Caijing Case Recap. March 2025. Shanghai Huangpu Jingfang Tongbao. Shanghai Huangpu Police Bulletin. Administrative detention of two 17-year-olds, reported across Chinese outlets.
Accountability landed where the law says it must, on the guardians, and the brand used the courts to signal zero tolerance. The internet moved on. The receipts remained.
If this helped you separate outrage from process and rumor from record, like, subscribe, and tap the bell.
Take care of each other and treat shared spaces and shared meals with respect.